What's going on, Florida? It's me, Noel Santana, and I'm back to do a little update. This is year 4 of me doing a little food forest, or changing my backyard into a food forest, I should say. And I'll show you a few things here. I'm gonna start off in the back corner. This right here is guava. I'm gonna flip the camera around. So we have some guava. I've been putting these mesh bags over them to keep the insects from laying their eggs inside of them. There's a special fly called a guava fly. Looks a little bit like a tiny, funny looking wasp, and it will lay eggs inside of the guava, and then your guava will be full of larvae, which is actually harmless to humans, but it's gross. So I try to avoid it. Over here we have some Monstera deliciosa. This is the second year that it's fruiting. We have them at different stages here. This is the flower about to open. This is the shell. This is the fruit after the shell of the flower fell off. This here is the shell of the flower that's like ready to come off. See that? Boom. And looks like the same with this one. Looks like this is ready. And these take 12 months to ripen. So it won't be until next year that the fruit of these monsteras will be ready. So we got the guava, monstera. We have some coffee, Arabic coffee. This is the coffee that you drink. Some cocoa plum right next to it. This is an ornamental banana. They make itty bitty bananas with seeds. It's kind of like a false banana. Back here, that is a white guava or pineapple guava. It has only given me one fruit in the past 6 years, because I actually had this before I started transforming everything into a food forest. And it's given me like 3 flowers other than the one fruit. All right, and behind the monstera, this is a Florida strangler fig. I just cut this severely. I just trimmed this down drastically. It grows fast, and if I let it, it would be huge. You could tell by the trunk that it wants to be a big tree, but I won't let it. We have some elder right here. This is toilet paper plant, also known as blue spur flower. There's some lemongrass. This right here is 2-leaf nightshade. It makes these cool little berries. You can see one that's almost ripe right there. And those are the clusters. It's nice when the entire cluster is all orange. It looks really cool. But they fruit all throughout summer, and they do like a big, heavy, evenly timed fruiting right at the end of spring, just before summer starts. This is breadfruit. It's too young to give me any fruit yet, and I have these yucca growing like umbrella around it, like umbrellas, to help shade it, because until they're a little more mature, they like partial shade. This is a dwarf Cavendish. It's only given me one set of bananas in the past 2 years. Well, this would be the second. No, this would be year 3. So yeah, in the past 2 years, only one set of bananas, but lots of pups. This is actually the pup of the original, and it has a few others. This here is giant pink shell ginger. basically a giant galangal, because galangal ginger is also known as pink shell ginger because it has similar flowers, similar aroma to the leaf, similar flavor to the rhizomes. It is piney and spicy. It doesn't taste like your typical ginger. It tastes a lot more piney. Some more yucca, some green onions, a lot of white sweet potato. This right here is hemp flower. It's not an actual hemp, but it is in the family. It's in the legume family. It's a good nitrate fixer. Pollinators like the flowers. Helps feed the soil. We have a different wild legume here, the same purpose, mostly for the nitrate fixing, help feed the soil. I don't fertilize unless I'm trying to get something to flower, and then I just use like a flowering fertilizer. So this is a bird pepper. It's a wild chili. More giant pink shell. This is galangal. You can tell it looks like a miniature version of the one right next to it. And I'll find some flowers right here. You can see the flowers also look like a miniature version of its big brother. It's got like little pink shells to it. And that's the big guy. They both have a nice flavor. The flowers are really nice as a tea. I'll bring you out this way. Okay, so this is Leaf of Life. Very medicinal. It's good for any kind of respiratory issues. It's very antifungal, antibacterial. Cranberry hibiscus, tarragon, some rosemary. This is a mulberry that's been struggling for the last 2-3 years. A little banana. I moved this over here last year. Cranberry hibiscus, pineapple. Got a bunch of different bromeliads in there. Some more Leaf of Life. Have some oregano growing with a Barbados cherry tree. And some oregano growing with an olive tree. These are little guys. It's going to be quite a while before either one of these start producing fruit. Well, the Barbados might this year. But the olive tree takes quite a while, up to 9 years. And it was probably 2 years old when I bought it. And it's been here for 2 years, so it's about 4 years old. Some yucca, oregano, yucca. There's a money tree in there. There's also a few citrus over here. This is a finger lime. And trifoliate citrus. It's like a sour orange. Jamaican cherry. Let's see if I could show you some ripe ones. Here we go. This is what the cherries look like when they're ripe. They get like red or blush. And this thing's been growing really well. This has only been here for 3 years, 2 years, not very long, and it's really taken off. Matter of fact, it gave me a runner that I moved right over here. That's the runner, little baby that it shot out of the roots, and I relocated it. Okay. This is a native Florida fruit. I forget what it's called, some kind of a plum, nattle plum, something like that. We have some Monstera growing with a lot. So this is my how many things can I squish together section. We have Dixie Rose, very pretty wild hibiscus relative, or in the mallow family. Another name for it is river mallow. There's quite a few names for it. This is sumac, wingtip sumac. It's in the middle of making flowers that become berries, if it's old enough. More oregano, a lot of grapevine, some agave. We have asparagus in here. Some more agave, some more monstera. This is a spinach tree, and behind it, what's underneath all the grapevine is a ficus, which was actually given to me almost 30 years ago by a lady named Linda that used to be my manager when I worked at Sears and Pompano. Shout out to Pompano. And I kept it at my mom's for a while, and I brought it here shortly after we moved, and it's still surviving. We got a mango that I got from my neighbor John. Hey John.
How you doing?
Good. He's got quite the collection. One day I'm going to show you all of his mango trees. This is a little palm date. This is a very rare palm that I got from a friend of mine. He said it's called a robber palm. There's one similar to it called a thief palm, but this one is a little more spiky. It has spikes on its leaves, like thorns on its leaves, all the way through, and on its trunk. There goes another mango that I also got from John, the mango tree. And on this little baby Jamaican cherry, I have a small little dragon fruit vine growing. And in here, actually, there's a larger dragon fruit. There's two of them, a vine. One in there. And this is a legume tree. It has these really cool flowers, edible legumes, and the flowers you can make a tea out of. It's very cool. It's a little cactus and moringa right there. We have a few cool little fruit trees here. This is I think this is soursop. This is a gator apple. Also called a pond apple. It's in the Annona family. This is the only native Annona in Florida. All the rest of them come from South America and Central America. So this is a regular apple tree. I planted this from a green apple seed 4 years ago. I've cut it down twice because this one particularly grew extremely fast, extremely tall, so I kept cutting it down. And now it's growing about at the same rate as the other ones. So I have another one here that I actually should probably cut down too, because this one's growing pretty tall. But I like how many branches it has, so I'm conflicted. So we have 3 on this section, 1 on this section. And over here is a sugar apple, I believe. And this is a custard apple. A lot of times I get the sugar apple and the soursop mixed up. One of these is sugar apple, one of them's soursop. We'll find out when it has fruit though. And I'm actually planning on using these to graft. I'm gonna use these as scion to graft onto a whole bunch of pond apples that I have across the street. I have a lot of these sumac popping up everywhere because they've definitely established a good root system and they're trying to spread as much as possible. Some more cranberry hibiscus growing on the bottom of this ice cream bean tree. It's doing pretty good. It hasn't produced any beans yet, but it's growing at a nice rate. I've trimmed it twice, pretty much just to keep the balance, because they grow kind of sprawly and they'll get themselves off balance if you don't trim it a little. And more cranberry hibiscus. I have some amaranth growing right here. Some Love Lies Bleeding amaranth right next to some cranberry hibiscus. Same here. This is a larger amaranth in a pot. And these are cowpeas that I got growing up this papaya. I actually moved a plant out of my rock garden section and put it over here, mostly to use as a trellis. And it's working out pretty good. Here goes a bunch of trimmings of mulberry that I put in a pot, and a lot of them are taking. They're doing well. This one not so much. There's a lot less that are taking. There's about 4 or 3 that are doing good. Over here there's like 6. We have shampoo ginger right here, and some more cowpeas behind it and growing with it to help fertilize it, attract pollinators, and just to make it look more full. And I love the peas. Cowpeas are delicious. They make really good green beans, or you could let them dry and mature, and they make good like boiled beans also. Cowpeas are also known as black-eyed peas. But there's lots of different types. Okay, so this vine that's growing up here, that is a loofah vine growing up this oak tree. And it's making it almost all the way to the top of the canopy of this oak tree. I have a hedge that is a mixture of chaya, or tree spinach, and elder. So almost every other plant is elder, but the chaya grows so thick that you can't really tell. It mostly just looks like a hedge of chaya. But it makes a wonderful hedge. It grows fast, it grows thick, easy to trim. The birds like it, the pollinators like it. And then you can just cut the leaves and cook them like spinach. It's awesome. This right here is a dwarf ponciana. I have another little baby next to this pot. I'm not sure where I want to move it, but there it is. These are regular garlic chives, and then around it is society garlic. So I use all of that as garlic chives. The regular garlic chives are actually more mild than the society garlic. The society garlic greens taste like a clove of garlic. It's strong, it's spicy, it's delicious if you like garlic. Got some green onion, some lemongrass I transplanted over here, some ginger. This is like the culinary ginger official. A bunch of purple sweet potato growing all in here. Some more cowpeas. These ones I'm letting mature fully. basil, some parsley, new basil seedlings starting off, green onions. All back here is all more yucca in the back of it. This is pond apple. So this is one of them that I left. I had like 20 in this area. I split them all up. I gave some away, and I'm going to be using these as rootstock to put on different type of Annona scion and see if I can't get a bunch of different Annona growing onto there. And so this side, the hedge is only elder. So that's all elder along the fence. On this side, I have yucca and some sugar cane. I don't know where the sugar cane is. It's hiding in there. And there's some more sugar cane over here. A lot of yucca, a lot of elder. This is another chaya. I just recently trimmed this one, and here goes all the trimmings here. These will be available on my website for anybody who would like clippings to get their own spinach tree or tree spinach growing. I'm gonna have these available, plenty of them to sell here, and I'm gonna be harvesting the greens. I just did it yesterday, and it's been so hot that they're already starting to get a little cooked. More spinach tree or tree spinach. Got lots of bananas. I just harvested one of them. The one that's growing back there, I'll show you that in a second. This right here is Mexican sunflower. And this particular type is called a red torch. It's all because of the beautiful color, why they call that red torch. And the butterflies love them. You get all kinds of butterflies that visit these flowers. Zebras, monarchs, the false monarch, all kinds of different butterflies. Have more cocoa plum back here. Started these all from seed. They're all doing really well, but they haven't fruited yet. More bananas on this side. Little banana triangle. There was a bunch of longevity spinach growing in here, but it's been getting taken over by grass. I'm gonna have to go in here and pull everything out and reset it. I'm sure the bananas will appreciate it because they're not looking so happy lately in this section. But I'll show you the section that I harvested from, which is this. See this fallen tree and a ladder? Cut the tree to get to the bananas a little better. I actually have a freaking beehive in my old compost. Now an active beehive. I'm okay with that because this is a good spot where I can't accidentally bump into it and get attacked. This is an extremely rare member of the Solanaceae family. It's a Brazilian sunberry. I got the seeds from Etsy without even realizing how rare and new on the market it was, because I got these seeds 3 years ago and they were only available as of 2014, I believe, is when they first started being distributed. Before that, not many people outside of Brazil ever heard of it. It's Brazilian sunberry. It looks a lot like naranja, is a Solanaceae fruit that has a interesting mix between like tomato and more of a fruit, like plum or something. I haven't had it yet. I'm just going on what people describe it as. A lot of these, the reason why I'm growing it is because I'd like to try it and I don't know where to buy it. Yam growing over here, growing all up this tree. Here's a bunch of Lakeview jasmine. This is some circe. More monstera. These ones are fruiting for the first time this year. this off here. We have the different stages. It is all white when it first opens up, but it's sweet and delicious. It tastes like strong banana smell, and then the flavor is like, and it's almost like a strawberry smell. So like the two smells is like banana and strawberry, but then the flavor is banana, pineapple, and like sugar apple or custard apple, if you've ever had those. That's my opinion. Okay, over here we have a chocolate vine growing up this oak, and a little shelving that I put on here to grow things. More monstera. This is a date palm. I'm gonna move that so that it could be on its own now that it's big enough to handle some sun. This is a beauty berry bush. A bunch of turmeric back there, different types. Some of them are actually like in the turmeric family, but not recommended to eat. More bananas, and these ones are currently producing bananas. Some bananas, some yucca, cranberry hibiscus right there. Hey, Jenny. This is more of the bird pepper. It's like a wild chili. I actually got some of these seeds from my aunt and uncle. So thank you very much. They're doing good. Check them out. This is more of the two-leaf nightshade. See the little berries. Pretty cool. Let me show you these two things right here. I have a loquat tree that I started from seed, and this is a mulberry. And this mulberry is like the Pakistani large mulberries, and I only know that because that's what I bought the clippings as. It has not produced fruit. It's grown quite well. I've made clippings off of it whenever I try to trim it to keep it from growing too tall, but no fruit. Hope you guys enjoyed my update video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe. It's not like the old school subscriptions of $1 CDs. This is no catch. You just subscribe and you get to see all the videos that I come out with, or all the ones that I've already recorded, over 100. Check it out.